And if you cannot hear me, okay. Yeah. So if you can hear me, please simply say yes so that I know you can hear me. If you're not hearing me, let me know. I want a message, a word, or something to show that my voice is audible. I'm going to give a sharp secret on how to pass reading at once. Reading has been a major challenge for many students, and a lot of students continue to have struggle. They continue to fight with the issue of passing reading. The reason being that they believe, or not a belief, but they experience some form of struggle in trying to deal with the exam. All right. I want to give you a few tips on how you can deal with reading and you'll be able to succeed. Number one, know that there are two types of question. All right. There's a question called hard question, and there's a kind of question called simple question. Hard questions are often difficult to answer and they take time, while simple questions are easier to answer and could be dealt with without delay. Secondly, hard questions are answered from the passage to the question, while simple questions are answered from the question to the passage. And so, if you have been answering simple questions from the passage to the question, it will take more time. Hard questions, you answer from the passage to the for the question to the passage for the simple questions. Whereas for hard questions, you answer from passage to question. All right. When dealing with hard questions, we focus on summarizing each paragraph. When dealing with simple questions, we focus on picking the keywords. You get that? When dealing with hard questions, you summarize the paragraphs and then you answer. Whereas in simple questions, you only pick the keywords in the question. So if your approach to dealing with it is not right, it will affect your possibility of success. If the approach is not right, the success is limited. If the approach is right, the success is guaranteed. Are we together? If you are with me, just say yes. Number 4, hard questions take time. Simple questions must work within time. Hard questions take time. Simple questions must work within time. You must restrict yourself to the time that you have given yourself for simple questions, whereas for hard questions, it takes time. Number 5, simple questions should be answered first, while hard questions should be answered last. Simple questions should be answered first, while hard questions should be answered last. Now, if you get to answer simple questions last and you answer hard questions first, it will affect your score. Hard questions should be answered last, simple questions should be answered first. Number 6 or number 7, don't pay attention to difficult questions, whether they are simple or hard. While you are trying to answer your question, skip them. Skip difficult questions while you are trying to answer. Instead, answer them at the end. Skip difficult questions at the time of answering. Instead, answer them at the end. Now, if you get to answer simple questions Are you with me? If you tend to answer simple questions and simple questions, and you find distractive questions that are taking time, and you are struggling with them, it will delay you. It will weaken you. So give attention to answering simple questions. But when you see distractive questions, don't put yourself under pressure to answer them, right? Instead, answer them at the end. Always delay the gratification that comes with answering questions. Don't make yourself obsessed that I must get the answer. If I don't get the answer, I will not leave it. No. Once it's proven difficult, leave the question alone. Finally, spend 15 minutes per passage and the last 15 minutes to answer answered questions. 15 minutes per passage and last 15 minutes to answer answered questions. Now, tomorrow morning by 5 a.m. on the dot, we are going to be dealing with past questions. And because you are here now and it's a free class, we are going to be dealing with Cambridge 14. I'm going to post it around in all our groups. If you are able to get the Cambridge 14 before tomorrow, it will be very advised. Cambridge 14. If you can get it before tomorrow, go ahead and then get it. For those of us that are doing general, we might as well. I will send the Cambridge you're going to be doing for us, and I might do it all at the same time. So if you can print this out, just the first, you might just do text 2, Cambridge 14, test 2, Cambridge 14, test 2. If you are chanced, if you are not busy, if you are free, try to attend. I'm saying this because I want everybody to be able to attend. You understand? I'm saying because I want everybody to be able to attend, and so that we'll be able to have a nice time together. All right. So we're going to be practicing this thing I just said tomorrow. We'll be trying out test 2 of Cambridge 14, 5 a.m. Everybody will be invited. Please note that the time will not change. Now, if you are part of the sponsorship group, instead of us to be meeting by 10 o'clock that we used to meet, we're going to be meeting earlier. So I want to have a good sleep tonight. I'm going to put it up on the page. If you're on the paid group, the sponsored class, as soon as we are done with reading class tomorrow, we'll be moving straight into having our class. Reading class is 1 hour, 5 to 6. All right. And then from 6 to 7, we're going to, 6 to 8, we're going to be having our writing class. It's going to be it's going to be a straight-on class. We're going to be focusing on writing, and it's going to be very deep. We're going to be detailed. We're talking about tax 1 writing. So I like all those who are implicated in this. I will raise it up on the March sponsored page so that we can prepare and look ahead for it. It's a 5 hour straight, or 2 hour, 3 hour straight stuff. All right. Now, do you have anyone that has any questions on reading? I'm seeing some chats here. Let me see. All right, no chance. So, do you have anyone that has questions? You want to ask a question about reading that I just talked about? Please. I'm going to unmute you now. Please ask your question. And if you can turn on your video, it will be of great advantage so that we can know, can see you and appreciate you better. You know, for you, ask your questions and I will answer. Go on. How will you approach matching edits? So matching edits is an example of hard questions. You start from the passage, you read the passage, summarize, and then you look at the most similar summary. You look at the question and then compare with your summary. The one that's most similar to your summary becomes your answer. That's how you do with art questions. You start from passage, you summarize you summarize um the the paragraph, not the whole passage, just the paragraph, and then you click the answer from the Q from the question, and then that the one that is most similar. Is that all right? All right. I believe you've answered that question. All right. Somebody's asked a second question to say, is true and false question a simple question? Yes, because first of all, the question, pick the keywords, and then you now go ahead and look for the keywords in the passage before you answer. That is why true and false is a simple question. All right. Any other questions? Any other question? All right. If there are no other questions, I will probably wait. You can go ahead and ask your question. If you have any other question, please go ahead and ask. But while that is going on, I want to talk about the self-sponsored pathway. I will come back. Much information on matching is similar. They are hard questions. They are similar in their approach, so it's almost the same thing. Okay. Now, if you are a nurse here, that this information is for you. You have passed CBT and you are yet to pass IELTS. I want to very strongly advise you. Don't wait before you pass IELTS. Don't wait until you pass IELTS. Go ahead and eat out on the self-sponsored approach. The self-sponsored approach allows you to sit for your OSCE after you have passed CBT. What does it take for you to sit to approach the self-sponsored pathway? It's your CBT, and then you have the money, cash, to pay for OSCE. How much is OSCE? £794. I cannot. Okay, so do we have any other questions? I want to confirm if you have any other questions aside what has been asked so far. So, like I said, if you have passed your CBT, sorry, can we hear me, please? If you can, just say yes or something so I can know you're hearing me. I believe you can hear me. So please note that there's a huge advantage in you deciding to go through this pathway. And the advantage is simply that you will be able to preserve your CBT. And if you're able to preserve your CBT, it allows for you to be able to have access to enter the UK as soon as your IELTS is ready. Because once your IELTS is ready and you submit it, you have your PIN. And with your PIN, job opportunity is stronger. Your opportunity is more assured. Do you understand me? I want to get it. So I'm advocating this because most people are being stranded even after they have passed their IELTS. They have done CBT, they have done IELTS, and they are stranded because opportunities are not coming for them. So I want to encourage you that you don't give yourself the room to wait that long before you make up your mind to run. Is that okay? Yeah. So if you have any question along this along this along this pathway, I like to know, so that I'll be able to answer your questions, and then I'll be able to give you, the the needed advice that you need to understand, so that you can take the best step and make the right decisions as it were. Is that okay? So I'm going to apply other questions, and if questions along the line of your the reading, please go ahead and ask, so that we'll be able to make quick decisions. I'll be able to answer your questions immediately. It's all right. Let me see. I think I've seen a number of questions. If I'm correct, mention. Okay. Can we hear me? Because I'm here music, can hear you. Can we still hear me? Can we hear my voice? Can we hear my voice? Hello? Okay. Thank you. So let me answer the questions one after the other. Okay. Please, sir, I need clarity on answering the questions. I listened to the first video. You said all the answers should not be calculated. Yes. All answers should be based on what is written, based on the instruction. All answers should be based on, if they say pick the answers from the passage, you must use the letters that were used in the passage. If they say the answer should be true, false, not given, what letter is that the true, false, not given? Is it capital letter or small letter? If it's capital letter, write capital letter. If it's small letter, write a small letter. Just follow the instructions of the passage. Mention the asked questions and simple questions in IELTS reading. All right. Simple questions are yes, no, not given, fill in the gap, summary. Are you with me? Yes, no, not given, fill in the gap, summary, labeling, tables, diagrams, and complete sentences. Why add questions are matching headings, matching information, and classification. Is that right? Then the other question says, okay, that's a question. So I want any question on the issue of CBT or not what. If you have any question about self-sponsored pathway, you can ask now, and I'll be happy to answer. Don't forget, reading conference is tomorrow, 5 a.m. in the morning. You're invited to attend. It's going to be a good time. Don't miss it. Invite your friends. It is a practical session for our reading, and it used to be very, very intensive. Do we understand? All right. So do we have any other questions? Seems to me that everybody's question has been answered. Yeah? All right. So if that be the case, I want to close the class. Remember, like I said, self-sponsored pathway is currently ongoing. Don't miss the opportunity to travel to the UK and get a job for yourself. When are we having tomorrow? For the people that are in class, tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm going to put up the time on the page so you cannot prepare ahead of time. All right. So thank you, everyone. I do hope I've answered all questions. I'll wait for like 2 more minutes so that I'm sure that all questions have been answered. All right. The problem verification. Okay, that will be sorted. The problem is ongoing. I mean, it's an ongoing problem that will be sorted. So that's not a issue that should be taken, giving a lot of headache. It will come, and it's going to. It has come and to pass definitely. I'm told that USA doesn't need verification anymore. So who knows whether UK will also stop verification as well. So find their way to verify their stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it seems to me that everybody is fine. Everybody is happy. Do I release everybody right now? Do you have any questions? I had this for school routes. Okay. Maybe but definitely it's going to pass. So you'll be fine. You get to the point where we probably overcome that. Yeah, thank you, iPhone. Thank you for the quiz. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've waited about 2 minutes. Nobody asked any question. We round up the class and see you tomorrow by 5 a.m. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.